When I was 8 years old, my parents took my two brothers and I back to their homeland of Seychelles for a holiday. Seychelles is made up of many little islands, and my father's ancestral home was a small little island named Surf Island, which was about 4 kilometres away from the mainland. On Christmas Eve, we were there on the mainland and we stayed too late, and we realised we needed to get back into a small little boat and back to Surf Island. The night was pitch black. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. The problem was intensified because Surf Island is surrounded by reef, and there's only a small little passage where the boat can get between to get safely home. My father couldn't see the passage. It was dark. But he remembered as a young boy himself that if you lined up the light from the lighthouse and a smaller light from the airport in the distance, it would bring him perfectly through this passage in the reef. We were all panicked. Here we were, all 5 of us in this small little open boat, but my father was calm and confident in the knowledge that he had in the light. He trusted the light. And sure enough, suddenly in the absolute blackness, we heard these waves crashing on either side of us as we passed through this little passage safely. The light gave my father direction and assurance. It was dependable and constant. And I want you to know that for me, I've decided that the only true and constant and never failing light for me is Jesus Christ. I've certainly been through tough times, and I can attest that through those tough times, that's when I've seen Jesus shine the brightest. So I want to encourage you to keep your eyes firmly fixed on Him to guide you through your passage of life, a bit like the lighthouse guided my dad. Don't be discouraged in tough times. Being a Christian doesn't mean that God will protect you from tough times, but I can promise you that He will be with you in tough times. It's okay to be worried and scared or feel inadequate, to be heartbroken, but I promise you, God will be there to help you and guide you through. I'm a better person because of my tough times. Think about Daniel in the lion's den. God didn't stop Daniel from being thrown into the den of lions, but He was with him. In Babylon, God did not stop Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from being thrown into the fiery furnace. They actually had to go in, and I am sure that they would have been terrified. But God was in there with them through it all. As a little side note, I also want you to remember that my dad needed the 2 lights to help guide him through that dark night. You need to know and believe that you have a role to play, to be a lesser light, to point people to the greater light, and to help them navigate through life's journey. You can have the most profound impact on the people around you, even without knowing it. Your experiences in tough times can play a major role in helping others with it through a similar experience. Your empathy and understanding can be an incredible support. So I want you to know that it doesn't matter where you are in your spiritual journey or what tough times come your way. I just want to encourage you to never give up. Matthew 7:7 says, "Keep on asking and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking and you will find. Keep on knocking and the door will be open to you." The key is to keep asking, to keep seeking, to keep knocking. Do not give up. God bless.